Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's so good to have you guys around. My name is Olabisi and I currently stay in Lagos, Nigeria. I film about career, digital, and of course faith and lifestyle. So for my previous video, the one I did on Q&A Get to Know Me, I talked about introducing more content, more interesting content to this channel. And as you can see from the title of this video, it is titled Demonstrating God's Presence in Your Career and Your Business. So if you would like to know more, definitely keep watching. Don't forget to like, to subscribe, and to put comments in the comment section as much as possible. So let's get this video started. The purpose of this video basically is as a result, like I said, of some of the questions that I get asked a lot of times. How do you as a Christian are conscious of God's presence in your career, your day-to-day activity, your business, and things like that? So number one thing that I always like to say, and of course is founded in the scripture, is for you to be able to understand that you actually carried God's presence. This is really talking about the believers, those that have received the life of Christ. You know, you have to understand that you actually have God's presence in you, He's in you, and then you have to definitely have to be conscious of it in everything that you do. And one way to build that consciousness is actually fellowship with Him. You know, taking out time to pray, to read His word. I mean, His word is definitely His demonstration of His love and His care for us. So what better way to be able to carry that consciousness than to spend the time in your day to actually read and then to fellowship with the Father as much as possible. So that would also help you to be able to be conscious of God's presence everywhere that you go. And for me personally, of course, being conscious of it, not just during prayer times, but throughout the day as much as possible. You know, even the scripture talked about Moses, that the fact that he was saying that, he was telling the Israelites that he won't go except God goes with him. So you being able to commit your day, your business, your career into God's hands. And one thing, especially for, you know, to be able to understand that you actually carry God's presence. And even in shouldn't be worried about anything. We should commit, you know, our ways and thoughts into God's hands. And it's important as we as believers to be able to be conscious about it. Yes, we have the presence of God, but a lot of times we're not always conscious about it. I know that it's always like, some people feel like, it's not so easy. The kind of job that I do is very demanding, having to live in a very busy city, for example, living in places like Lagos, you know, how do I even have a spiritual life? How do I, it's actually very possible. People are doing it, people are having amazing careers, they're having amazing relationship with the Father, they're believers, they're strong believers, and then they still have their business all together going in. So if they're able to do it, you know, that you can do it and do it true. So it's number one thing is for you to be conscious about this, and you know, not just being conscious about it mentally, but act it out. I mean, you have like spare 5 minutes to your day. You can always commune with the Father, see Him as a friend, someone that you can always talk to, or you're going home. You can always have conversations with Him, and it helps to be able to build your sensitivity level as much as possible. But two is being aware about it. I know I spoke a little bit about it during my point in the earlier one, but this really talks about you being conscious of it as much as possible, you being aware about the presence of God that you carry, and then you can always relate to Him in terms of your career, in terms of your business, as simple as, God, what you have me to do. I remember recently there's this project that currently working on and things like that, and some of the people that I'm working with is actually virtual because, you know, we're not staying close to each other. I have some other person that they went out of the country that are currently not in Nigeria, and then we had like difficulties in terms of getting facilitators to be able to facilitate the sessions. And I remember just really praying about it, like Lord, it's just basically just praying about it, like just need wisdom. How do we get facilitators and things like that? We wanted them to speak on specific things and things like that. And I remember that by the time we're supposed to review the curriculum and then the progress so far, I just thought about the idea that came from my spirit. Like, why don't you just compress some topics together so that you have less speakers to speak, and then so you don't have to stress yourself. I think we're able to cut the speakers from 10 to about, I think, 5, yeah, and then now from say 10 to about, I think, 6. So which made it way easier. We're able to brainstorm, and then we were able to talk to facilitators that were quite close to us, that didn't really require, like, we already had, like, you know, relationship with and things like that. To you, it might look like, I think about that, but you know, being aware about the fact that I am a kingdom entrepreneur, I'm a kingdom entrepreneur, it makes you cautious of the fact that God loves me. He said we should cast all our cares to Him, for He cares for us. It's not just in personal needs in terms of, oh, I need money or things like that. Even in decision making, as much as possible, you know that in your career, in your business, the major thing that you do there is decision making. Should I do this over this? Should I do this now over this? And sometimes it's usually a game of choosing something that is good over something that is almost good, that kind of thing, or choosing to do this now over trying to do it in the next 2 days or next week, you know. So it's just you being aware about God's presence, even in your ordinary activity as much as you're driving home, your lunch break, or then you're working on your documents and things like that. You can just pray under your breath, you know, and then you don't want to. So people say, I don't want to pray because I don't want to stop people. You don't have to pray like loud and everything, you know. You can pray under your breath. The most important thing is for you to be able to carry that consciousness that God's presence is with me. God's presence is in this business. God is the one that gave me this job, and He that gave me this job is able to make me excel in this job, you know. No matter the situation, no matter the circumstances, as much as possible. So this will lead me to my third point. I say this because a lot of times, maybe you're having a board meeting, you're supposed to have a board meeting, and then you're getting to the board meeting, or you had a meeting with teams, and you can decide that, you can actually decide before then what you actually want the meeting to look like, or what you want. I'm not talking about manipulating people, but it's basically being conscious of God's presence and committing what you're doing even into God's hands. And then doing that helps to be able to regulate. You're determining what your atmosphere will look like even before the start of the business, or even the start of your day. You know, it can be through prayer, through declaring God's word. What has God said concerning your day? You know, the Bible talks about life and death being the power of the tongue, and they that love it will eat the fruit thereof. So what do you say about your day? You're having an event. Before people come in, you can take time to pray. You get to work, you can take time. Like I said, you don't have to do it loud and your voice is all over the place. You can do it under your breath. You know, you get to the office, you know, you just notice that people are kind of like hostile, or the atmosphere isn't a good one. You can step out, or even step into the restroom and just pray and just declare God's word and decide, you know, rather than just flowing. It's like, oh, it's a bad day, people are not happy or things like that, and then I'm going to decide that. And then when I talk to people, I like to use this example a lot. Like, maybe you get to the office, or you're trying to talk to someone, whether it's a client or a colleague at work, and then you're trying to ask, and the person is giving you attitude. And a lot of times, people just react back like, I'll just give you the same attitude, like this, who are you talking to, that kind of thing. But you don't know what the person is going through. So the person might have had issues at home, might have lost the loved one, or things like that, or the person doesn't even know that he's reacting that way. Or because you're conscious of God's peace, I'm a peaceful person, I don't work in strife and things like that, it's easy for you, you know, to regulate. And then you just step out and just ask the person, like, what's up, what's happening, you're usually not like this and stuff like that. Do you want me to pray with you? Do you want to share? Do you want to talk? And even if the person decides that he doesn't want to share with you, don't worry, just share comforting words with the person as much as possible, rather than just feel like this person is giving me attitude and then so be it. Or you might not want to do it like that particular time. You might know, okay, maybe we should reschedule this thing or stuff like that. But it just what I'm just trying to say is we being conscious of the fact that I'm in control of my situations and circumstances. We live in a world of battles of words. The enemy is bringing one thing, you two have to like fire back. Like, I'm not going to take this as much as possible. But you don't fire back it's fire back with the mindset of God's word. So it's important for us as much as possible in our business to always understand that I'm a kingdom person, I'm a kingdom entrepreneur, I'm a kingdom entrepreneur, and then I carry God's presence as much as possible. Because does this mean that you won't have challenges? No. Challenges are going to pop up in different ways, but understanding that I have control over it, I'm in control of my situation and circumstances. But that also doesn't mean that there's some situations that maybe you might not be able to go through. Or you might not be able to prepare to prevent. How do I put it? There might be some situations that might be beyond you in quotes. I've had situations like that, probably even in marriage. Like sometimes you just feel like you're trying to make a point known or stuff like that, or your spouse is doing something that you don't like and things like that. You might want to talk to someone that you see as an authority, but of course, the person has to be someone that both of you have agreed that you guys respect, and then you guys will talk to when you have issues. Because sometimes you might have issues that the other party might not be seeing from your own point of view. Or it also happens at work as well. You might have issues with maybe your supervisor. You're trying to see that, oh, I think this thing goes like this, and then your colleague is thinking the other way. You might have someone that you can always take the matter to. That one is not a no, but you just want someone in high authority, especially someone that the other party actually respects, to be able to give wise counsel for that, just to ensure that peace reigns as much as possible. Another point I want to talk about is for you to see your work, whether your job, your 9 to 5, or your business, as worship. As in, say it as worship to God. So you being conscious of that would help you in terms of when you're dealing with clients, or when you're dealing with colleagues, when you're dealing with clients, whether you are into a product-based business or a service-based business. If you see it as a worship, as something that God has committed into your hands, and I'm going to do it well with the capacity that God has given me, it helps you to be able to work effectively, and it helps you to be able to carry God's presence as much as possible. And then you also want to be conscious of the fact that your clients or your colleagues might not be the same faith with you. Some might just be believers, some might be unbelievers and things like that. But it's important for you to be able to understand that your business as much as possible, or your career as much as possible, is worship to God. God recognizes it. And then the proceeds of your business or the proceeds of your career should also be part of God's work as well. So this is talking about whether it's partnership or tithes or giving or things like that. Most of it might come from your career or your business. So it's important for you to see it as worship. And then this will also help you in terms, like I said earlier, working with people, working with colleagues, working with vendors, and things like that. So it's important for you to be able to see the word as worship, and then being able to carry God's presence in your career. Thanks for watching. I hope you learned one or two things. I really hope so. I'm not just saying these things, I'm saying things that are really quite helpful as much as possible. So kindly leave your comments as much as possible. How to make sure that you're conscious of God's presence as much as possible in your business or your career. And I definitely look forward So I'll look forward to seeing you guys in my next video. So bye guys.